John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full, or to have life more abundantly. God always has your best interest at heart. This piece is called I Have Your Best Interest at Heart, and it is a conversation in my mind of how I think God would talk to us, how he has talked to me, and hopefully it will inspire you, it will help you. Hello, I have your best interests at heart. I am your neighbor. I see all that you have and how you say, my father gave it to you. Yeah, right. I see how you drink alcohol and smoke pot on your back porch when you think no one is aware. I see how you make sure that you have the best clothing and the expensive car, but you drove by me when my car was stopped on the side of the road. I have your best interests at heart. I am your boss. If you work for me, I have a reward for you. I allow you to add increase to all that you have. Show me that you are worth my investment and I will invest more into you. But I hear you complain about what I do not do for you. You give me 8 hours of work, I give you 8 hours of pay. Am I not holding up my end of the bargain? Why do you speak ill of me? I see you, I hear you. You speak against me, but I still have your best interest at heart. I am your friend. When you needed someone to talk to, you called me. Did I not answer? When you struggled and needed a hand, did I not freely give unto you and ask for nothing in return? Then why, when I called on you, did you not answer? When I needed you to give some of your overflow to someone in need, why didn't you? When I tried to talk to you, why did you not listen? I have always had your best interest in heart. I am your lover. I gave myself unto you freely. I love you now. Even though you show me no love, I submitted to you and gave you my all. Yet you abused me. You led me astray. You knew that you were unsure before we came together. But instead of loving me enough to think of me first, you only thought of yourself. You don't listen. You harden your mind. You hardened your heart. You've covered your ears so that you cannot hear me. You accept without question everything else but what I wrote down for you as a concrete reminder of what you mean to me. I have never left you. I even protect you when you reject me. You have the nerve to wonder, to question if I have your best interest at heart. When God made the word, he moved, but we didn't exist, so we couldn't see. When God made man, he moved. After God made Adam, he gave him an assignment. Name all creatures big and small. God saw when Adam realized he had no mate. God saw this need, this desire, and God moved. When Adam disobeyed God's instructions, God moved. When the children of Israel cried out for deliverance, God moved. When the children of Israel lived in the wilderness with no food, God moved. When Pharaoh pursued the children of Israel, God moved. When the children of Israel were led to their freedom by God's appointed and they disobeyed God, God moved. When we wanted to know if our prayers meant anything to God, he told us that the prayers of the righteous avails much. This means that God does move even today. The problem is, when he moved, are we qualified enough to know that it is God's movement? Do we understand the word when God moved? Do we recognize his guidance when we are going through? Do we recognize God's direction when we are forced into a situation we disagree with? Do we think about what Jesus would do when he gave his word and are faced with insurmountable odds? Well, just remember, from the Lord's perspective, I have your best interests at heart, no matter what the situation.